Happy Valley on Wednesday night. Welcome to the race by race preview. Paul Lally is here with all of the selections. Slightly earlier start time too. This week 6:35 is the Class 5 over the 1650. Smiling Emperor goes up in trip. Tradition is on the class drop. California Moxie back in distance. Sky Blue has his first start since November. Harry's Hero has the hood off. Verbier, the blinkers off. And the visor going on for the first time. He's been leading in his trials, Paul Verbier, but he's come up with a wide draw here.
Yeah, so I think he'll probably have to go back. He normally goes back when he draws wide, Verbier. So there is a bit of pace in this race. California Moxie set up some pretty quick sectionals last time over 2,200 metres. Solar Go-Go has gone forward over this distance. Miles Away's got a low draw. He should get his opportunity from barrier number 1. Sky Blue's never far away. Mr. Aladdin was a little bit quieter last time and raced better. And Perfetto's sort of been getting back in his races, as has Windicator Family. And Superb Move, a horse that does like to go forwards, drawn wide.
Here he is, California Moxie. He's in front, turning for home. As you said, they ran this at high pace and he held on for fourth. Are you going again?
I suppose you have to, don't you? Yeah, I am. Look, he was really well backed in this race. He started quite short at 2.6. He just faded late. But he was entitled to fade late because of how quick they went. But he wasn't too far away, there in fourth. So, look, he's one that gets every time, doesn't he? He always runs a race without winning. And his best run has been over this course and distance, 1650, when he ran third at a big price.
So he's going in again, California Moxie. Windicator Family hasn't been too far away. At his last two starts, he's run fourth in both of them, behind Regency Happy Star and also Gluck Racer.
I'm going to put him in, but I am worried a little bit about his course and distance record. He's had 6 goes at Happy Valley and done nothing. But he's in a bit of form now at the moment, this one. So his last 2 starts at Charlton have both been better, both run fourth at his last 2. So, look, yeah, he'll go in the numbers because I think he's slowly getting there, Windicator Family.
David Hall trains him. Matthew Poon will take the ride, and Regency Happy Star, who wins that race, has been in very, very good form. Tradition, Paul, is yet to hit the top 3. He's run 2 fourths, both of them over the 1650 at Happy Valley. This is a recent trial from him. He's had 2 trials between runs.
Look, he did win over 1,900 before he got here at Canterbury in Australia. Barrier number 5, he's had plenty of chances, this horse. Look, I haven't put him in. I'm happy to watch him.
That's Dash and Dazzling Fit, who both raced on the weekend coming out of that race. So no Tradition for you. Windicator Family's in, but we might as well write this one in Sharpie because it never changes when California Moxie races.
Well, look, he does get you. If he doesn't do anything here, it might change. But he's on top to beat Windicator Family. Mr. Aladdin, he was ridden a lot back, a little, sort of conservatively last start. So I hope they do that again with him. And then Miles Away from the inside draw, hasn't been with the stable for too long. 4, 8, 10, 5.
And that is the preview for the first of 9 at Happy Valley on Wednesday night. And race number 2 now. This race is a Class 3 over the 1,000 metres, and Celestial Colours resuming. Youthful Spirits on a 7-day backup. Carroll Street has the cheek pieces, the shadow roll and the tongue tie all off. The blinkers are going back on. Heroic Masters, a 2-time course and distance winner. And Sal, she wears a crossover noseband for the first time. Easy speed map here, Paul.
Yeah, Youthful Spirits leads. There's no question, over 1,000. Colourful King, he went forward on his debut down the straight 1,000. Celestial Colours likes to put himself right there. Watch this one as a debutant, 11-18 pounds with 5 trials. Sal, she can get a nice enough run. Heroic Master gets back. Sparkling Fellow's drawn wide. It's only a 9-runner race, but he goes back.
We're going back 2 starts ago for Youthful Spirits because his race last week was over 1,200 metres. This is what he can do over the 1,000, and the only one that could run him down in this race, Paul, was very in-form Red Elegance.
Yeah, and I think, look, he's going to get a sole lead again because the other 2 horses that chase, Colourful King, I don't think he's got the pace, well, he hasn't got the pace that we've seen so far to keep up with him, or his Celestial Colours. So he's going to get a slightly easier lead than he did here because Harmony and Blessed was in this race. And as you say, it was only beaten on the post, 1,000 metres. I think he can win this.
OK, first out, first home, Youthful Spirits. We're going to Chartin now for Sparkling Fellow. Only had the 2 starts. This the second of them. Colourful King 5th. His trial since has been pretty ordinary, but that was on the all-weather.
Yeah, look, I think he's better on the turf. And both these horses have got really good claims coming into this race. Sparkling Fellow, I like him coming to Happy Valley. He's had the 2 goes here. He does get back, so you'll need a little bit of luck, but the smallish field with a horse going lickety-split in front is going to really suit him. So both him and Colourful King will go in the numbers.
There we go. I've got the top 3 sorted out with one more replay to go. Celestial Colours is first up from November. He's had 2 trials to prepare for this. Draws well in Barry number 3. His win was over the 1200 though.
Yeah, it was, and that was off a 74 rating. So he's slightly higher the ratings here at 77. The win was here at Happy Valley. Look, he's not a duffer at 1,000 though, because he had 3 goes on it for 2 placings as well. So yeah, he'll go in as well. I think he looks well placed from barrier number 3. Just has to carry the 135.
And there you go. That's the breakdown of runners in race number 2. We know Youthful Spirits is on top. What's the order of 2nd, 3rd and 4th, which we've seen?
Yeah, 2, 3, 1, 5 is how I came up at the end with the Youthful Spirits to beat Colourful King, Celestial Colours and Sparkling Fellow. That's how we ended up. But I think Youthful Spirits can beat them all. 2, 3, 1, 5.
As easy as race 2, number 2 for Paul, and that is Youthful Spirits to lead all of the way. A preview time for race number 3 at Happy Valley. The gates will be at the 1200 and it's a Class 4 power. Kep at the top has the blinkers and the earplugs off and he's now with Mark Newnham. Never Too Soon has the cheek pieces going back on. Telecom Dragon race last week. Cheek pieces have been removed. Good Prospects racing well. We've got Vigor Elegant placed once from 7, but it was course and distance, and My Intelligent is a 2-time course and distance winner, and it's Lucky Blessings speeding to the front here, Paul.
Well, he looks the leader, and he's drawn 12, so he's going to have to work to get across. The only other 2 that do like to lead are Vigor Elegant and Power Kep. Power Kep's drawn nicely in barrier 2, but I'm sure if Lucky Blessing wants to press on with it, he's not going to argue and he'll happily get in the trail. Brave Joy ran on nicely at his last start. Telecom Dragon, excellent pairs, and then the other 5 will have to go back, I think.
It is interview time for race number 3. Nick with the rider of Good Prospect. It's Derek Long.
Derek Long, you've got a nice ride coming up on Wednesday night in shape of Good Prospect. Very lightly raced horse. His latest run was very good when you rode him.
Yes, last one is very good one. He ran second, but he did everything perfect. Everything is so smooth for him. Tomorrow is gonna be outside draw, and he have a short dash, so we need to save a little bit energy in the beginning, and try to get some cover and finish good.
I guess when you sort of factor in the draw, I mean 11's obviously not ideal around here. How do you sort of try and overcome that? I mean, is he a quick course away from the gates? Is he the type of horse you can sort of put anywhere?
Yeah, well, he always jump quick. He got a bit early speed, but can't use him too much. He needs to save a bit at the last. So just the important thing is try to get a cover at the beginning.
And I guess his profile, Derek, I mean, his last 2 runs he's finished second. I know you didn't ride him 2 starts ago, but he's not been that far away. He's gradually edging up the handicap ratings, but a win does look close, doesn't it?
Yes, well, the one who beat him is just the Class 3 dropped to Class 4, and that one win pretty good. So I think my horse went very good last time.
And that is Derek Long talking a Good Prospect. Paul, our first replay is excellent pairs. So he's coming back to form. He's a 7-year-old now. He's up to start number 38 and he's won plenty of times over the 1200 at Happy Valley.
Yeah, look, his last one was off 72. He's down to a 49 rating. So he's at that sort of stage where he should be able to win again, even though he is getting a bit in age. The New Zealand bred there, he's a 7-year-old. He's barrier 4. So he's got a positive draw. Look, I think he's a big chance in this from the ratings.
It's a big tick for him. And Power Kep, this is his trial, Paul, because he has had that stable change. Mark Newnham's given him 1 trial and he was under a pretty good hold in this.
And he's the second best rated horse in the race as well. Now, he's 78. Was his last win, and he's down to 59. So he's more than capable as well. He's got a new stable. The trial was pretty good, as you said. So he's going to get his opportunity as well. So there's a couple of well-rated horses that haven't won for a long time in this race, but are coming back to a bit of form.
And there's 4 7-year-olds in it Never too soon, and also My Intelligent, also 7 years of age.
Dad's Army.
Yeah, it is Dad's Army, you're correct, and two of them have been given a good chance by you, by the sounds of it.
Yeah, and I've got first and third in my selections. I'm going to go with excellent pairs to win. I'm going to wedge Good Prospect in between them because he's in good form, 1 second in his last 2 starts. Pal Kippen, Beauty Thunder caught the eye last time. It was the best run we've seen from him. He arrived on a 64 rating. He's down to 54, so he might be at a stage now where he can perform. 5-8-1-3.
Excellent peers. Race 3, number 5, to take the first leg of the early treble. Trophy Race 1 is the 4th running of the Craigengower Cricket Club Challenge Cup over the 1200 metres. Perfect general top weight again. Our Lucky Glory. He's a 3-time course and distance winner. Sovereign Fun, visor off, blinkers go back on. Wide draw again for One for All. Accolade Start, crossover noseband off him. Telecom Power placed last time, and Tegepi, better run from him last time, and he's actually eligible for the top of Class 5. Despite the wide draw, Paul, One for All gets over and leads.
Yeah, look, he has drawn another one like in the previous race with Lucky Blessing. He's drawn wide as well, but I think he can get across. He has got plenty of good speed. Look, Flying Rote is a possibility to lead as well, because when he did win his race, he led all the way here at Happy Valley over the course and distance. Racing Grace likes to go forward. My Flying Angel likes to go forward, but is drawn wide. Telecom Power has been racing pretty good recently, and he should get a nice enough run with Perfect General. Sovereign Fun led in a recent trial, but in his races, he's been getting back.
Straight to Nick with the rider of Our Lucky Glory, it's Harry Bentley.
Harry, Our Lucky Glory is a horse that you've got plenty of form with. You've won on him a couple of times. Good run last time in defeat, and certainly lost no admirers there.
Yeah, he ran a great race and finished off really strong, so obviously hoping for much the same.
Gave £13 to the winner, Tactical Command, that night, so it was a very creditable run given the handicap.
It was. I think there was a bit of a pace collapse in front, and he just showed his stamina, finished off really nicely, so it was a big performance considering.
It was his best effort finishing position this season. Last season won off 52 and 57. He's off of 58 here, so it looks like he's sort of in the right ballpark to go well again, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. I mean, he is a consistent horse. I know a few of his, you look at his form on paper and you might think differently, but he is a consistent performer, especially once he gets into his right rating. So yeah, I think he's coming into a nice position. I mean, obviously, draw's not a massive help, but see what we can do.
Yeah, a couple of guys in the over the 1650 probably didn't really work for him. Talking of form, Honglock Golf, a line on him because he was very good once again up in trip, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. I mean, we knew going up in distance was always going to be very suitable for him. He was crying out for that extra distance, and I think we were fairly flexible with what we wanted to do tactics, but once he jumped so well, I didn't see any point in taking him back, and I think it probably won us the race really, and it was a really creditable performance, and he stuck his head out.
That is Harry Bentley there, Paul. A few chances in this race. We move on to a replay featuring Telecom Power and Lovers in the Air. This was his first start, and he makes some late ground for 6th, though. Well stripped fitter out of the John Size stable. Yeah,
look, it was a good run from him. So I'm going to put him in on a minor line, Lovers in the Air. Also, a good run from Telecom Power. He's very consistent as well. So he's another one that's going to go in the numbers. I think both these two horses are going well and both got really good claims in this race. You're calling on Wednesday night. Will you break into song if Lovers in the Air hits the front?
You know I'll have the soundtrack and everything in the background ready to go.
Yeah.
And then I'll get the text message. Don't do that again. Tegepi 4th and Ace Power 7th. He's been in your numbers a few times, Ace Power. Are you abandoning or sticking?
No, I've abandoned him in this. Look, he just gives himself too much to do. Again, he's a bit like California Moxie in the first. He always sort of flashes home or does enough to get you next time, but no, he's not going to go in. And then Tegepi, I'd like to see him do it again. He's another one getting on a bit in age.
Flying Rote is one we're going to focus on now, off a recent piece of track work from him.
He's been going quite nicely, this horse. Now, he's been racing at Sharton his last 2 starts. He's got barrier 1. He's either going to lead or trail. I think he can bounce back, and he should be at a bit of a price. We'll make him the long shot for me.
There you go, from track work the on-top selection.
Yeah, we'll go with Flying Rote. Coming back to Happy Valley, has won here before. Telecom Power Lovers in the air. I'll put Perfect General in as well. Now, his win was off 52. He's been very consistent since. He has crept up the ratings a bit. He's at this 59 rating now. So 3, 10, 5 and 1.
And that is race number 4. It is the first leg of Wednesday night's 6 Up. And race number 5 now. The 5th race is for the Class 4s and it's over 1,650 metres. Casa Rochester held up a little bit last time. Red Majesty is a 9-time course and distance winner. Hyper Dragon Ball has the hood off. Ocean Impact no tongue tie. Jumbo Fortunes run second in his last 2. Sunday Serenade switches across to Happy Valley. USS Constitution has had 3 trials since we last saw him race, Paul, and it's the old boy leading them up.
Well, there's no real pace in this race, and we know Red Majesty can lead easy enough, so I thought he's probably one of the sort of most logical leader. Harmony and Galaxy will try and get across him, just whether he can get there before the first bend. Ocean Impact's up and trip, and he's a horse that can go forward. He's been racing over 1,400, Ocean Impact. Ninja Derby likes to go forward. USS Constitution has led in the past, but he has been getting back in his recent races. Super Contented, back to Sunday Serenade, Casa Rochester and Blue Baron towards the back.
We'll talk more about Blue Baron shortly because he hasn't raced for a while, but we'll start with Jumbo Fortune running second. Casa Rochester makes some late ground for 5th. He's gone close his last 2, Jumbo Fortune, but there is still just that sole win on the board.
Yeah, and that's from 51 starts. Look, he's one you could put in the placings, no problems. He's hard to have on a win line, just that one from 50. Look, Casa Rochester was a lot better run from him. You can see he's only a midget as he comes through there. He's less than 1,000 pounds, this horse, but he's obviously got a bit of an engine there, and he was downgraded.
Little horses, they like to be called now.
Sorry, little horses.
Ninja Derby ran 3rd last time over the 1,800. He comes back in trip to the 1,650. His best form as far as winning goes is in Class 5.
He is. That's where his wins have been. Look, he's got a lightweight, though, coming into this race. He's got nice drawn barrier number 2. He's got a lightweight of 116 pounds. So I'll put him in on a very minor line because he is going to get a good run.
As we see the finish of that race now. You've been spruiking this horse since the entries came out because of the depth that came out of this race, but we had to go all the way back to November last year.
Only had the one run, this is it. Now, Honglok Golf wins this race. He was on debut. He's a multiple winner. Skyjoy runs second. He's a multiple winner. New Future Folks runs 3rd. He's a multiple winner. And Blue Baron ran 4th. Now, behind him's Packing Angel, who's one of the favourites for the Derby. Great Spirit, who's a winner as well. Another World. Mix Q was unlucky the other day. It's probably one of the strongest form races. Sky Prophet's been placed as well. And he finished off strongly. This was over 1,200. He's bred for further. He is going to race here over 1,650. Now, my little concern is he's put on 22 pounds going into the race. So he's around the 1,260 mark. So he's obviously a big horse coming around Happy Valley, but has trolled here. I'm going to go with him, but there are a little bit of reservations. I think whatever happens, we're going to see a nice horse come later in the season anyway.
All right, that's a very good sell, though, for Blue Baron.
Yeah, well, that's my story anyway, so that's why he's on top. He should be a price as well, since we haven't seen him for a while. Sunday Serenade has been consistent. Casa Rochester has to carry the weight, and Ninja Derby should get a good run, 5, 9, 1, 12.
That is race number 5. It's the first leg of the Triple Trio. Race number 6 is the second of the trophy races. It is the Hong Kong Football Club Centenary Cup over the 1,000 metres. Sergeant Pepper's on the class drop. This is where all of his winning and best form is. 1,000 Class 4. Harmony Fire crossover noseband is off. Parents Love, a 2-time course and distance winner. Victory 33 is first up. Plentiful, last start winner, extra £10. Super 60, last start winner, extra £5. Country Dancers in good form, and Spicy Spangles coming back in distance. And the pace, Paul, fast.
Yeah, this is going to be a really fastly run race, this one. Parents Love is one-dimensional. He likes to lead. I think he'll get there first. Spicy Spangle likes to lead. Victory 33's led in his last 3 starts, as has Fun Together, as has Northern Fireball, as has Harmony Fire. Sergeant Pepper likes to go forward as well. Not the silly one goes forward. It's going to suit something that's going to set off the pace, and maybe that's Plentiful Super 60 Country Dancer. But it's going to be really quick, this race, over 1,000, I think.
Let's start with the swoopers then. Super 60 winning last time over the 1,200 metres. He deserved this when he'd been racing well and just coming up close, and this night he was able to capitalise and beat Happy Trio. He has placed a couple of times over the 1,000 too. He
has, and look, he's going to get the race run to suit, there's no question. It was a strong win this. He did win very nicely. Now, Crystal Powerful's come out of this race and won, so the form looks pretty good. Look, I think he will get the race run to suit, and he's going to get his opportunity. The other horse in there is Excellent Pairs. He's running earlier in the card, so we'll see how he goes. Might give us a little bit of a leg up.
And we will for sure. As we move on to our second replay, and Parents Love second. He'll give us sight, but we'll get more competition this week. Not the silly one, Harmony Fire. Plentiful wins again. The best thing he ever did was that night he missed the start.
Yeah, look, they found the key to this horse. He got down on a rating of 28, Plentiful. He's now back up to 51. I mean, he started at 52, so he's still a little bit below from where he started, but they didn't know how to ride him properly, and he was leading and then fading. Get him back, let him run on strongly, and that's the key to this horse. So second chance saloon, I think he's going well.
That is Plentiful, and a trial now from Victory 33. He has won course and distance. He was decent odds the night that he won too. He's had 3 trials since we last saw him on the 13th of November.
See, he's another one that likes to lead, Victory 33. Now, he did win 3 starts ago, big odds, but has failed at his next 2. So he's a bit of a one-hit wonder at this stage. Parents Love, again, he's very speedy as well, but Plentiful ran him down fair and square last time. So, yeah, look, I mean, of these ones, I think Parents Love's going to give you a good sight.
That's the trial there, featuring Victory 33, Northern Fireball, and also Parents Love, but a swooper for you. Yeah,
I'm going to go with Plentiful on top, because I think he can swoop and beat Parents Love. So I've got the same Quinella as that race we saw previously. Super 60 will set off the pace, and Fun together likewise from his draw. So 7, 4, 8 and 6.
Matthew Poon combining with Pierre Rung for Paul to win race number 6 with the inform Plentiful. And race number 7 now. This race is over the 1650 for the Class 3s. M Unicorn, 4-time course and distance winner, beaten by race rival Excellence Value last time. He carries an extra at £3. First time at the 1650 for A. Americ to Spexo. Laviro's come into the field to replace Morgan's Success's horse number 6. Divas 12 has the cheek pieces off. Sturdy Ruby, a last start winner, down in grade, and Flying Fortress placed down in grade last time out. Everyone gets their show here, Paul.
Yeah, look, Lavero comes into the race and goes forward, so he could either sit outside Divas 12, or if Divas 12 wants to hand up, he could go to the front. But I see these two sitting first and second in the run. Samarkand won't be far away, he likes to go forward. Excellence Value as well went forward on his Happy Valley debut and he won it. Sturdy Ruby in behind there with Flying Fortress, who he raced from the back last time. And M Unicorn, he'll get his opportunity once again.
It is a winning form first up. Excellence Value last time. He hasn't been here too long. Excellence Value has only been here for 4 starts. He's run 14th, 4th, good run, then 9th, and then he went to Happy Valley for the first time, given a perfect trip, and wins the race.
I think that's the key, coming to Happy Valley for the son of Fastnet Rock. And look, he's going to have a second start here. He's going to get a very similar type of run as well, because he's drawn barrier number 3. I think he can win again. M Unicorn, look, he's another one that's a good chance in the race. He wasn't too far away.
Head down the bottom of the book now. Sure Joyful. He hasn't been this great for too long, but he's run a couple of 4ths, and Samarkand is always a Wednesday night regular, it seems.
Yeah, look, he's consistent without winning. He runs a lot of sort of minor placings or 4ths and 5ths. And Sure Joyful, another one, he falls into that same category. Now, it's just the grade for him and the barrier draw. So he's barrier 11. He'll need a bit of luck. I think there is a place he can slot into midfield, but he'll just need a bit of luck to do it. And look, I can see him, again, these horses with minor placings, but not on a win line.
And finally, Paul, we've got Quantum Patch running 4th, and Divas 12, who we've seen also in the first replay. Where's Quantum Patch at? Because he's promised to deliver a whole lot more as far as winning goes than what he has.
He's been a bit disappointing, hasn't he? And he was ranging up here to win. This race was Quantum Patch. Again, barrier 8, he's going to have to go back. I thought he had every chance in this one. It was a bit of a bunch finish, to be fair, but he just couldn't quite go on with it. So I'm happy to leave him out. And I did like him that night as well.
All right, we'll wait till he finds some better form, Quantum Patch. But you do like Excellence Value to win again?
Yeah, I think he can. I thought coming to Happy Valley was the key. He got a really good run last time, but I can see him getting another similar run. Flying Fortress was strong at his last start. I can see him finishing off nicely once again. M Unicorn and Lavero, if they go slow enough up front, he can be a hard horse to get past Lavero. 2-11-1-6.
That's race number 7, the preview for the first leg of the Late Treble. And the second last is race number 8. This is a Class 3 over the 1,200 metres. Wonder Kit's on the class drop. Sugar, he is getting a £7 claim. Gallant Valour's a 4-time course and distance winner. Regal Gem, a newcomer to Hong Kong, who's had 3 trials, won his last one. Storm Rider Cheek Pieces go back on. Prawns 11 placed last start. And then we've got Golden Rise, drawn barrier number 2, winning down in grade last time. Super Joy and Fun gets to the front here, Paul.
Yeah, either him or Heyday. They're the two likely leaders in the race, but Super Joy and Fun has been leading, and Heyday's just set off the pace last start. Look, Regal Gem, he's coming into the race. He went forward in his races overseas before he got here. 1,086 pounds, had 3 trials and has gone forward in those 3. Sugar's drawn 12. We'll need some luck, maybe some cover wide there. Golden Rice should get a good run from barrier 2. Wonder Kit from the inside draw as well. Won't be far away. Storm Rider, now he's coming to Happy Valley for the first time, but I'd say you have to go back from that wide draw because he's been going back from wide draws at Shelton.
We have an interview first of all that Nick has done with the rider of Nordic Dragon. It's Antoine Hamlin.
Antoine Hamlin, off to Happy Valley we go, and you've got Nordic Dragon again coming up in race 8. That was a super run last time, not beaten far in third.
Yeah, very close to win. Last time was the first time I rode this horse, and we did really well today. I rode him in the track work last morning, and also very happy with his form. He's fresh and happy and looks healthy, so I'm happy to be back on him.
Obviously, what we see on paper, I mean, he's a 5-time winner, 5 course and distance wins. I mean, he's a classy enough horse on his day, isn't he, this guy?
Yeah, I think it's just about his mental. If he wants to go, he have the quality to do really well.
And judged on last time, obviously not far away. He's running here off 70. Did run well earlier this season off 76. So on previous form, he's probably got a pound or 2 in hand. Would that be fair?
Yes, but as I say, it's mental, so it doesn't really matter. I think the rating is good. If you want to go, we have a similar gate. If I can have the same parkour as last time, I'm sure it will be there.
That is Antoine talking at Nordic Dragon, Paul. Here's Prawns 11 running second last time. We've also got Gallant Valour in this race and Nordic Dragon. We just heard, of course, from Antoine, but Prawns 11 second. Gallant Valour's been in good form.
Yeah, look, he's drawn forward his last now 3 starts. Has this horse, and he's raced with a win and a third in his last 2. He's run second off this rating. From barrier 4, I think he'll get his opportunity once again. Prawns 11, it's just hard to have. He runs a good race, he runs a bad race. He just hasn't got that consistency.
And that is that replay. This one's over at Shah 10. Storm Rider runs 4th. He's coming to Happy Valley for the first time. Strong field this one. Wide draw, first look under lights. How did you assess him?
I've always liked this horse, and I have him in quite a few times at Shah 10. Look, I'm happy to watch him here, just first time at Happy Valley from a wide draw. There's a few things, against him. When you come to Happy Valley, you want to get that good draw, and you want to, he's going to have to get back. He'll be running on strong enough. We know he's got a good turn of foot, but there's just that unknown. He's trialled once, but it was a long time ago there.
That is Storm Rider. The newcomer, Regal Gem, is a horse that's had 3 trials, was trained by Tony Coyle and Kane Wood prior to arriving. 1,200 metre winner at Pontefract and also Haydock. This is a trial up at Chung Fa, and race rival Wonder Kit's about to hit the front here. Yeah,
Wonder Kit's been out of form recently, so that's a concern. And now, in saying that, 2 of his last 3 starts have been at Sharton, the other all-weather as well. He is better here at Happy Valley, but does have to carry 135. He has got barrier 1. And I'm happy to watch the first start of Regal Gem. He's had these 3 trials, 1,086. From barrier 7, there is pace underneath him. He could be caught wide.
Scrub them 2 then from the selections, and won't add them, but who will go in?
Going to go with the 4 on top here, Gallant Valor. I think he can win again. He's been in good form recently. Nordic Dragon's so well rated. His last one was of 84 and he's down to the 70 rating. Golden Rise, now he's up in class. He goes in the numbers, though, for me, because as it was a really tough run from him. I didn't like him last time at all from a wide draw, but he got the cover, he was wide, and he finished off strongly. And super enjoy and fun from the front. He'll be give a good side out in front there. 4, 5, 11 and 8.
And Gallant Valor for Jamie Richards and Brenton Adela for Paul to win race number 8. And Happy Valley race number 9 is the Sports Handicap Quality Class 2. This one, Sonpak Fu, 7-time course and distance winner. Full credit up in distance. Aurora Lady, 4-time course and distance winner. Beauty Destiny is absolutely flying. Both Superb Capitalist and Harmony and Bless step up from the 1,000. Gusto Sissimo, last start winner. And Stellar Express has won a trial since his last start, leading all of the way in that. But Aurora Lady is going to lead them in the last, Paul.
Yeah, some good pace in this. Full Credit likes to go forward. Harmony and Bless likes to go forward. Superb Capitalist, he can be a bit iffy at the start, but if he jumps, he normally puts himself there. Stellar Express likes to be on the pace. Gusto Sissimo likewise. Brave Star's been going forward. So, look, it's going to be a reasonable pace in this race. The other 5 will get back, I think. Well, Wings of War from the wide draw will have to go all the way back.
One more interview to go. It's Nick with the rider of Full Credit, Lyle Hewitson.
Lyle, Full Credit is a horse you know very well, and a very good horse at that. Runs in the last race. He's been consistent this season, and Mark's given him another go at Happy Valley.
Yeah, I think he's shown his versatility. He's run well Sharton and on the turf and the dirt, over 1,000, over 1,200. His only go at Happy Valley I thought was a decent effort. He was pressured getting to the lead and had to do quite a bit of work, and was there for a long time. He looked good at the top of the straight and then got collared late. Should be better for that experience. He's maintained a good level of form, and he'll be going fighting fit once again.
I look back at that only Happy Valley, and that was behind Brave Star, who reopposes, and he wasn't beaten far at all. What did you make of his 1,000-metre run last time?
Yeah, probably should have contested the finish. Look, the winner's a very smart horse, and he maybe had a bit in hand, but I have no doubt that we probably should have been within a length of him, chasing him down at the end. So yeah, fantastic effort.
I know you're a man who certainly knows his form inside out. This is a good race, isn't it, really? This is some tough opposition, but your horse certainly looks up to the mark.
Yeah, well, the good thing about him is his consistency, and you'll get it every single time. I think the draw is trappy, and that's probably what's going to be the biggest Achilles heel. But look, if he gets a good run in transit, whether he's outside the leader or he's just behind a couple, that's no issue, and he's been chasing well as well at the moment. So just where we land up from the draw at this stage is the only piece we got to figure out. But like I said, if he does get a good run, he'll be right there.
And that is Lyle talking Full Credit. Paul, we move on to Sonpak Fu. Bounced back to winning form last time and rolled the short-priced favourite in doing it. Stork co-partner Prance, Brave Star with the lightweight sitting to their outside. It's the form line out of this field of 5.
Yeah, and I think they're both really good chances. That's Raging Blizzard at the back there as well. So, and Taj Dragon was a really good race. The thing with Sonpak Fu, he's had 14 goes over the course and distance for 7 wins. He's a very hard horse to leave out. And Brave Stars had a really good breakout season, really. 65 up to 79 rating was.
He's been so good over the 1,200 and won 3 or 4 in a row to kick off the season. Aurora Lady's been a tough horse this time in too. We saw on the speed map he might be on the rail at this point, turning for home as opposed to outside the leader, or even the night he sat 3 wide and won.
He did. He's a real iron horse, but again, he's another one that's rocketed up the ratings. He's up to a rating of 89 now, so I just wonder if he'd reached this mark. Now, in saying that, I thought he'd reached it before this win, so look, I'm going to stick with my gun, so I'm not going to put him in. I just wonder about the ratings there.
Beauty Destiny, now into Class 2. If you said this going back, start of the season, late last season, this horse will be a live chance in Class 2, they would have come and put a straitjacket on you.
Yeah, they would have. Because of his racing style. He'd go to the front, he was a speed merchant, and then he'd give up. This is the key. Just ride him quiet. And they know this now. He's gone from 45 to 86 in the ratings. Andre Azzini knows the horse so well. He's drawn 10. He had time to give him a pat down the neck there. He's a reformed character. He's a bit like Plentiful earlier on. You've got to give these horses second chances.
There you go. So you're a forgiving man.
I am a very forgiving man. He's on top. Beauty Destiny. I think he can win. The reason being I have is just the race is going to be perfectly run to suit with the pace in it. He's on top. Full credit's going to give him a race though. But he's a horse who's 1 off 82. He's up to 91 because he just keeps placing without winning. Brave Star and Tom Back Fu coming out of that same race. 5-2-4-1.
That's a good field, race number 9 being a Class 2. That's Happy Valley on Wednesday night. Just a further reminder, it's a slightly earlier start, race number 1 at 6:35 this week.